Hi everybody, today we are looking at a question like this. Now, as you can see over here, it says, at a book fair, there were 350 more adults than children. So adults, children, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show that adults is basically 350 more. Okay, so that's the first thing that I will do. Make sense? All right, your model needs to be bigger. If your model is not big enough, it's not going to help you. It's not going to serve you well at all. Okay, you're going to be super confused. Huh? Do you understand? Okay, break down the sentences, guys. If I need to break down the sentences, then I think you should too. Okay, now, 2/5 of the adults left the book fair. So we want to quickly draw a B and A table, right? Because this is a B and A question. All right, so we are going to split it up. Okay, of course, we have adults over here, children over here. Break it up, okay, and then of course the last part. Okay, we will have my before. Where's my before? My before will be over here. My change will be over here. My after will be over here. Am I making sense here? Now, of course, input the values. Okay, we have 1 unit plus 350. All right, we have 1 unit over here. Make sense or don't make sense? Okay. Now, so once you're done with that, right, what you want to do is obviously do the next part, right? We want to show that how many adults actually left the book fair. We want to show how many adults left the book fair. It says 2/5 of the adults. Did they say 5/5 of the adults? No. If they say 5/5 means everyone left. But it's 2/5 only. You understand what I'm saying? Right? So we are going to say 2/5 times. Why is it times? Because of the word of. You understand? 1 unit plus 350, right? So same thing, use rainbow method. Okay, rainbow. 2/5 times 1 unit, that gives me 2/5 units. Do you understand so far? 2/5 times 350. This is a section C question. So feel free, you can use your calculator to do this. Again, I'm just going to put a minus. How do I know it's minus so quickly? Because of the word left. Okay, I'm going to give you some time to write down whatever you need to. Now, you tell me, what am I going to do to the 25% for children? Very good. So I change this to fraction, right? 25 over 100, right? So that becomes how much? 1/4. Very good. You get what I'm trying to say? 1/4 off. You see, the word off is always there. And whenever we do off, what is it that we need to do? Multiply, times, minus, plus, scream, times, huh? Very good. So we are just going to do 1/4 times 1 unit, right? So that means to say 1/4 units of children left the hall. Am I making sense? In the end, what happens? Well, before you go on to that, right, you want to make sure you read this part first. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So you can see 1 unit minus. Again, this, do I put minus? I put a minus sign as well. All right. So I remind myself that I need to minus because it's not always just minus. You understand? Sometimes it can be plus as well. 1 minus 2/5, we get to 3/5 units. 350 minus 140, we get to 210. Make sense? Now, for those of you who are watching this and you're wondering, how did you get to 3/5 units? I did 1 unit, I minus away 2/5 units, I get to 3/5 units. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Then I do the same thing for the number. The process will still be the same. 350 minus 140 equals to 210. Am I making sense here? Do the same thing for children. Again, 1 unit. 1 unit. Can you see that? Minus away 1/4 unit. That gives you how much? 3/4 unit. Okay, so that's how you would do. This is what we call natural progression. You should go down naturally. Do you understand what I'm saying? In the end, there were 30 more children than adults. How many more children than adults? 30 more, right? So who is the poorer one? Who has lesser in this situation? The adults. Agree or disagree? Okay. Adults has lesser. You say one, adults has lesser. Adults has lesser or children has lesser? Adults. So we give to the adults. Am I making sense here? So we are just going to write out the equation first. 3/5 units plus 210. Leave some space for adults equals to 3/4 units. And since we know children is more, we are just going to add 30 to adults. I always give to the person who has lesser. Am I making sense here? Okay, so that's what I will get. So this makes sense. The equation makes sense. It's balanced. Do you understand? Now, once I'm done with this, I want to obviously move on. All right, same family sit together. 3/5 units plus 240 is equals to 3/4 units. Again, like what I have said, I said to make sure same family sit together. 3/4 you bring over, so we go 3/5 units minus 3 over 4 units is equals to, bring over the 240 minus 240. Please remember, whenever you carry it over, you must change the sign. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay, whenever you carry it over, you have to change the sign. Okay, 3 over 5 minus 3 over 4, we get to negative 3 over 20 units, which is an amazing thing. You know why? Because both sides, I can see minus on both sides. Do you understand?
Yeah.
If there's minus on both sides, amazing, amazing, amazing. All I need to do is just chip chop curry pot. What is chip chop curry pot? I just cancel it. You understand what I'm saying? So we know that 3 over 20 units is equals to 240. Find 1 over 20 first. If you are thinking, yay, Mr. Greenman. No, this is not Mr. Greenman. Am I making sense? Right? This is you get 80, right? Mr. Greenman is 20 over 20 units. Am I making sense here? All right. So you are going to do 80 times 20. You get to 1,600. Am I making sense here? Now, Mr. Greenman is out. What you want to do? What do you want to do right now? You obviously want to read the question, right? Mr. Greenman is out. You read the question. The question says, how many children were there at the book fair in the end? Children, in the end, cast your eyes on A. Cast your eyes on children. Can you see?
Yeah.
Now, but unfortunately, they have it in what? 3 over 4 units. Am I making sense? So actually, you just have to times 5 times 5. That gives you 15 over 20. So they are technically asking you to find 15 over 20. Am I making sense? So you use your 1 over 20. You find to 15 over 20. How do you do that? Very simple. You just have to do, very good, 80 times 15. Because if 1 over 20 is 80, then 15 over 20 will be 18 times 15. That gives you 1,200, and there are 1,200 children at the book fair in the end. Hi everyone, if you like this video, you can click right here for a similar video, or you can view our playlist here.